This is Pablo back at it with another YouTube speech. So the topic today is facial expressions. So you're kind of wondering, why am I filming a speech about facial expressions when my face is covered? Well, we're still in a coronavirus crisis, and we're kind of winding down a bit in that people are getting vaccinated. I've been vaccinated, but still it's not 2 week period after the vaccination. It's not over yet, so I'm having a covering, and like technically I could be outside. Like right now in Hawaii, we can be outside without the mask, but if someone comes near me, then I'm putting a mask on. But yeah, it's like facial expressions. Can you see it now? I know it's hard to see without with the shield in front of me, but anyways, I'm putting it back up. I'm gonna bring it up and down again. But yeah, so yeah, the thing about the facial expressions is they can easily be misinterpreted. Because for example, like I remember when I was in middle school, people would be like, "Oh, Pablo, why are you smiling?" I'm like, "Smiling? Like, what are you talking about?" Like, people kept asking me that. It's like, I don't know, they're just trolling me, or they say I smile a lot, but I'm like, it's not like I walk around, okay, I am smiling right now. I'm smiling. It's not like that. Like, I just walk around, take care of business, and I don't pay much attention to my facial expression. So, but I guess people say I'm smiling, but it's not like I'm always happy, or it's not like nothing bad happens to me, or maybe this is what my face expressions look like. I don't know. I mean, it's like, I remember like reading in the newspaper about this one guy that used to play in the U.S. football team, and he's saying like, oh, why does he had the opposite problem. Like he's like, he doesn't smile much, and people think, oh, why are you always mad? Why are you always mad? Like, what do you mean I'm always mad? Like, just because I'm not smiling doesn't mean I'm always mad or always grumpy. Like, and I actually met that guy because I used to be in UH around the same time, and like, that was the first time I saw him. Like, okay, he doesn't smile, but once you get to know him, he's smiling and happy or whatever, you know. Like, I guess some people, it takes a while for them to trust you, or you know. But anyways, yeah, like, but facial expressions, like, I think sometimes people overinterpret that stuff. Like, it's like the funny example. Okay, I used to be a substitute teacher, and one time it's just in middle school, and like, and the class is, you know, getting rowdy, and you know, like, they play funny. I'm getting frustrated. Like, I'm angry inside, and then I was like, yeah, totally, yeah, it's quiet already. Like, yeah, oh, shut up already. I started yelling like that. Like, and it's like, I started calling security. I was like, you know, this is getting too out of hand already. It's like, and right after calling security, one of the girls like, they got so happy. Look at the teacher. Like, he's still smiling to all this. I'm like, smiling? I'm not happy. I was angry. I was angry that the students are getting out of control. They're not following directions, but she said I was smiling through that. So see, that shows you right there that facial expressions can easily be misinterpreted. It's like, but sometimes even have the opposite problem. Like, I remember, like, one time in high school, like, we had this field trip to go to the theater and watch foreign movies, and we was waiting outside, and like, and someone said, oh, look, Pablo, you're so scared right now. I'm like, scared? I'm like, well, I'm not scared of nothing right now. Like, am I supposed to be scared of something right now? But I guess he misinterpreted my facial expressions as being scared. I'm like, what are you talking about scared? I mean, I guess I wasn't smiling like you. I don't know. I don't pay attention to my facial expressions all the time. It's like, so yeah. So like, yeah, a lot of times, like, another time to remember, I had this friend, like, he's like the opposite problem. He's like, he's overly sensitive to other people's facial expressions. Like, if I don't make a certain facial expressions, he feels like I'm not being interested in what he's talking about. I'm like what? I'm listening. I mean, it's like, he feels like I'm not being interested if I don't make a certain facial expression, or like yeah, like, you take facial expressions very too personal. Like, damn, man, like. But I understand, you know, body language is important because you kind of give them a certain vibe. You have a certain body language, and it's like, when I was working as a substitute teacher, you kind of have to take the other person's body language into account and how to approach them and all that. And like, right now I work in the store, and of course you gotta have to like take into account the person's body language and figure out how to approach that person. But even then, it's like, they could easily be misinterpreted. And but now, like the coronavirus crisis, everyone's like wearing the mask, and yeah, and it's like you know, like usually in the store, like our customer service, you smile, hey, how you doing, like say like, hey, how you doing, you know, try to be inviting, whatever, but you can't see it with the mask, you know. You could be frowning inside, and the other people are not gonna know it, and it's like, or like, you know, like you can smile at somebody, but they can't see through the mask, you know. But then now we're paying more attention to the eyebrow movements. Like, okay, I'm gonna try go where you can kind of see my eyes a little bit more. Like, hold on here. I'm in a really shaded area. Okay, like. Okay, can you see my eye? Okay, maybe it's. Okay, hold on, because I'm trying to like aim my camera away from there's other people around, so like anyways, not trying to film anybody, but anyways, yeah, okay, it's hard to see through the eyes around here. It's so much shade and kind of shy going through the different part of the park because people might be doing stink eye, like think I'm judging. I'm not filming them, I'm showing myself. Anyways, yeah, so like you can kind of communicate the eyes a bit, like if you lift up your eyes a certain way, like you can kind of sense the other person smiling, even though they're wearing the mask. Like, hey, how you doing? Like, or like you don't have to say anything. Like, you lift the eye up in a certain way. It's like, yeah. So maybe even like now I'm paying more attention to like the eyebrows and that stuff, and like eye movements. Like before, like I'm like, yeah, I don't think about it, but now like because you can't see a person smile. You can't see a person smile through the mask. So you kind of have to pay attention to eye movements, and if the eye movements or like the eyebrows like, you know, like moving a certain way, you kind of feel like they're smiling, or like, or they're like their eyes are closed, like they're shutting the eyes a bit. They're like, I guess they're kind of like in a grumpy mood. Like I guess. But anyways, yeah, that's what kind of reminds me. It's kind of funny because I remember I was working in this one middle school, and then one of the teachers he came all the way from South Dakota, and like he's in Hawaii, and like I guess now like he's like noticing that people are communicating with the eyebrows more, especially the Pacific Island groups. Like you know, like how like the Rock has the eyebrow, like the people's eyebrow, like yes. He said like, yeah, like it was hard for him to like, you know, like for like the teacher from South Dakota, like hard for him to get used to like Pacific Islanders, like communicating with the eyebrows a bit, like yes, they move the eyebrows, this thing, yes, or that sort of thing, like. But yeah, so I think each culture has the facial expressions are have different interpretations. Like some cultures they don't smile much. Like I know, like okay, I hope I'm like not stereotyping people, but I know there's this stereotype that the Koreans, like their culture is not, they don't smile much, and then when they come to, you know, Hawaii or the U.S., like people take that as you know, like they don't like to talk to anybody. They're insular. Like they don't. Well, of course, I know some Koreans who smile a lot, but yeah, that's like a stereotype there. Like some cultures, like you're heard to smile a lot. Like U.S. culture or Hawaii is like you smile a lot and you approach people, but whereas like other cultures, like you only smile like on certain occasions. If you smile too much, you're like kind of seen as like, you know, like overly goofy or immature. Well, anyways, yeah. So even now, that's just another example of how facial expressions can be interpreted or misinterpreted and cause like kind of misunderstandings and stuff. So yeah, so kind of like this whole point of this video is that yeah, that the facial expressions can be interpreted or misinterpreted in certain ways, and they don't tell the whole story. You can't just assume that the person's facial expressions mean that they're always happy or they're always angry. Like for me, I have depression. I have a lot of anger issues and a lot of hurt and pain. But of course, if they see me smiling, oh, they think that life is good for me all the time. Yeah. I mean, I like some stuff. I'm happy sometimes, but I'm not happy all the time. But yeah, so and just because someone's like looks grouchy or whatever, like doesn't mean they're anti-people or anti-social. That's just how their face looks. I guess like I remember this other article. I remember this one girl I think it was Bell's palsy. Like her face, like kind of limits her facial movements, and like, and then people are like, oh, how come you're always mad? Like, you're not smiling. Well, she has a hard time smiling. Her facial movements don't move as fluently as other people, and like, people are like, oh, why are you always angry? I'm not always angry. What are you talking about? Like, so even that's another way of like people's facial expressions can be misinterpreted. And yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's any other examples. But yeah, it's like, and even the eye movements. But yeah, now I'm learning about like here, like I'm just in a park right now, so, and it's kind of hot and kind of windy, so like kind of hard to see like the eye movements or whatever. And I don't like go to park is like I don't like film people that don't want to be filmed, and try to respect their privacy. But yeah, anyways, I think that's it for this video about facial expressions. Just be cognizant that you might give off a certain vibe, but the other person's facial expressions or whatever, like, you know, it doesn't always like mean that what you think it means. So just be cognizant about that, and I think that should be it for this video. Right? Thank you, and mahalo.